and welcome to one of the best games ever. Welcome to Inscryption. Now, for all of those who, for some reason, might know what this game is, you're probably wondering, what the heck's Inscryption? Well, it's a Daniel Mullins game. Now, if you don't know who Daniel Mullins is, where the fuck have you been for the last, 5 years? But Daniel Mullins is he's an interesting guy. He makes games like this, where, they seem like normal games at first, but as you get deeper and deeper, they just get more weird. For example, you can't start a new game. You have to continue. Seems a little weird. Another challenger. It's been ages. Perhaps you've forgotten how this game is played. Allow me to remind you. Squirrel, stoat, wolf, wolf. Play the squirrel card. Don't really have a choice. Now play your stoat. The number on the bottom left is its attack power. Stoat dealt me 1 damage. I added it to the scale. You win if you tip my side all the way down. Like this. My turn. Your stoat stands in the way of my coyote. My coyote dealt 2 damage to your stoat. That means your stoat health is less than 2s. If a creature's health reaches 0, it dies. It's your turn again. How dull. You can play more than 1 card per turn, right? Because you're learning how to pass. Again. And then I play 2 squirrels and tribute them for a wolf. And I win. Four damage dealt, 4 weights on the scale. You've won this match. They won't all be so easy. Let me recall your story. Oh, yes. You were lost deep in the forest. A single path revealed itself. 2 denizens of the forest approached you. The caustic viper, not viper, which from its poison is lethal. The undying cat. Sacrificing the poor beast does not kill it. Another creature joins your caravan. Some creatures of the forest seem willing to follow you. Came across an abandoned sack. You found a squirrel in a bottle. Break it in case of emergency. And I have a second. Another useful implement. Allow you to tip the scales with it, quite literally. 3 is as much as you can carry. You were ambushed while crossing some rough terrain. Didn't sacrifice me? Okay, maybe you'll help me. Play along for now. You may now to see my moves ahead of time. So, as to how the cat works like that. This. Contribute it as many times as you need. Well, not exactly. You contribute it up to 9 times. You know, because cats have 9 lives. What happens after 9? Well, it becomes undead. Mind the ambitious wolf cub. It ages swiftly. Appear not the beast is not sacrificed. Airborne bat flies over creatures to attack directly. My bat flew right into over your stove. Onwards past the now blooded terrain. The young wolf cub grows into a wolf after a single turn. The big sparrow, an expensive if feeble flying creature. Stumbled into some strange stones in the mist. You're compelled to choose a worthy sacrifice, one that will be lost forever. Oops. Oops. A ghastly spectacle. The soul of the wolf cub now lives in the stone. Behold my totem. It inscribes my canine cards with the airborne sigil. It's completely insane. See that, right? No, care for dogs. Pathetic, really. Sorry, enough. Only keeps me around to watch me suffer. Can't really do anything else for now. You're 3 damage away from 20. Impressive. You may yet survive this ordeal. Knock on wood. cat, river snapper, or grizzly. Campfire. You came across a small group of survivors. Faces shrunken from starvation, they huddled around a campfire. They looked upon your group of creatures and beckoned. Come, warm one of your creatures by the fire, one said. Warm it by the fire, that will enhance its power, said another. You noticed one of the survivors wiping drool from their mouth. The fire warms the poor cat, enhancing its power. While the survivors reached towards it, another gnashed their teeth. Without warning, pulled the cat away from the fire and left. There's no way out for both of us. Somewhere in this foul cabin. Be silent or I will tear you to shreds. Say hey as a grizzly. Yeah, there's no way to win this. You've lost. Using this as a learning opportunity may be the only way to mitigate my disappointment. Get up. Get up from the table. Fetch me the candlestick from atop the barrel beside the door. And now we get into the grit of the game. What was it? Yeah, I'll remember it later. Maybe they changed it. This, however, should still be the same. Oops. And of course, there's just some hunk of meat. Some figurines too. There's a scroll holding a dagger. That's important. And the candlestick pretty here. I'll sit back down. Let me explain something to you. That was one of your two mistakes you can make here. If you make another, I must sacrifice you. Now, where were we? a sparrow. As one of the survivors began pulling a knife from their pocket, he withdrew. The trees seemed to close in around you as a chill mist descended. In the distance, you could hear the clinking of metal and stone. A hobbled figure stood in your path. Yeehaw! Yeehaw! Twist this prospect there. Doing the prospector again. Easy boss. The mule's the key. That never real. Hope you didn't think it'd be that easy. There's gold in them cards. Gold! A strict gold! There's nothing I can really do. Yeah. Allow me to light your candles once more. Won't be killing you quite yet. Miner's Bane. You're the first in a while to overcome a boss. As a reward, you are granted an opportunity to select a rare card. Choose carefully. Largely an impressive specimen. Really. Really. 4 mana 7/7. This level of British strength needs no explanation. That's a Hearthstone reference. The uninspiring deck. Perhaps you can find a use for it. Gonna go with the larva. Sound of the prospector's pickaxe still ringing in your ears. You carried forward. of rot and mold permeated the humid air. Every step forward was answered by some nearby slipper slither. He tried cautiously into the wetlands. The regal moose, the creatures of the wild, make way for it. The fervid mantis, its prying claws strike both to the left and right. The inviolable beehive, when it is attacked, you draw a bee. The gust from this will lift your creatures into the air, if only for a turn. Its bleeding yields 3 blood, if you can ignore its bleeding. Feeling overburdened enough with full 3 items, you carried on. Okay. Oops. But it's fine. How brutal of you. You dealt more damage than you needed to win. However, in my game, such feats are rewarded. To be precise, to keep for each damage dealt. The trapper may be interested in your spoils. You must have make a different type of choice now. Choose not a specific beast, but decide the cost that you wish to pay. 1, 2, or 3 health. The Bountiful Warren. It spawns a rabbit when it is played. A random card with a cost of 1. What were you expecting? I'd say that's actually a pretty good card, all things considered. The warm light of a campfire was a welcome sight, though the 10 hungry eyes around it dampened the greeting. Warm a creature by the fire, enhance its power, said one. Survivors were right about the flames. They had enhanced the creature's power. Spying a few of the survivors drooling, you made a hasty retreat with your mantis. Never doubt the fecundity of rabbits. What the hell's fecundity? That's supposed to mean like their, you know, libido or... Because rabbits fuck a lot. Total misplay, I just won. Did I neglect to mention overkill damage? Excess damage is not wasted. It carries over to the card behind the mangled corpse of the victim. Lucky for you. bullfrog. It leaps in the way of attacking flyers. And a warren. Yeah, I'll go with an adder. Poison's useful. Armored creature baits fire. Gains its health instead of hungry survivor. Please no. The fire warmed the Wiggery stowed and enhanced its health. He suspected the intention of the survivors were less than pure. With their stowed in tow, we retreated into the woods. Kingfishers are just gonna attack over anything I place, and I can't kill them. Whoops. No. And I'm not dead yet, but I'm going to be. So yeah. It was really kind of a scripted kill. So disappointed. Adder, beehive, the industrious beaver has played constructs dams adjacent to it. We have not food, but perhaps one of your creatures will join us and enhance its health. Oops. The health of your mantis was enhanced. As one of the survivors began pulling a knife from their pocket, it withdrew. A foul smell invaded your nostrils and caused your throat to seize. A hulking man sat a brackish pond with his feet submerged in the dark water. He pulled a hook from a pile of rotting fish and rose to his feet. I'm the angler. Give fish. Which fish? Your choice. Fish, pressure fish, easy choice. Give fish easy choose. Too fast. Too soon. So yeah. This is what happens if you try to get through the game faster than you intended. Grizzly Rush. What's Grizzly Rush? This. A full board of flight for stopping grizzlies. And yeah, you're pretty much fucked. Yes, there are ways to beat them, sure, but not this early. So you lose. Good fish. You aren't dead yet. This isn't purgatory. Though, you may think of it that way. Before you expire, I must ask you a favor. I would like a memento. Your very own death card. It's quite plain at the moment, isn't it? We'll work together to amend that. I want this to be a perfect memento of you. Here's some cards from your mediocre deck. Can't put them to good use. Please choose a card to get the cost from. The cost of one blood from Warren. Another, this time he's, well, 4 power and 6 health from the grizzly. So yeah, this can be broken. I have a 1 cost 4/6 that attacks twice. So yeah, that's just a little broken. There's now but one final matter. The portrait. Blood Artist. Complete your first death card. Are you ready? You do not need to smile. And so Act 1 begins. Here we go again. Another challenger. Perhaps it's time. Perhaps you can understand bones. The resourceful opossum. Costs 2 bones. You gain a bone for when one of your creatures perish for any reason. A rattler. From the death of your creature, you've gained a bone. You will lose this until you will not lose it until it's been to where the battle ends. You're lacking sacrifices. Oops. Oh. I forgot your figurine. Get up and fetch it for me. It's beside the safe. Innocuous insect, free of sting book from the cube. Sir, if I would ever escape that iron crypt, is this stout around? The stunted wolf? This madness must end. Put that away. I got a key. Now. Get the skink. I forgot that I had put that there. Very well, you may add it to your deck, and I'll do you one every so often. creatures, those ants, very well, I'll add them to your deck and make them available. Okay, so... there we go. Curious. And finally... no, of course not. How do I do this? Can't move that. There's gotta be, oh, right. Duh. Without having met her, this wood carving is meaningless. In the end, in time, you'll understand its power. Can't spin the world. Yeah, for obvious reasons, that's Morse code. Okay, so I need a squirrel and a mantis. As to what it says, I forget what it... Hold the roll book. And that's how you get that, you know, combination normally. The figurine is beside the safe. Alright, need that. Can't remember what... I can't remember how to do that. Let's continue. Doesn't really matter. The meager coyote. But what did you expect for only 4 bones? The nefarious rattler, a brittle creature, once past its monstrous fangs. The unkillable cockroach. It returns to your hand after dying. You know, you're free to get up again. To keep your blood flowing. If deemed necessary, you may cut up one of my cards with these. You again. Indeed, our friend freed me. Well, I basically told them how to do it. You got a plan? We have another friend here. You've got to be... call him a friend. But I suppose we are in deep this time. Cannot draw blood from a boulder. Keep me alive. That's the plan. Back in the game, literally. Bones. If you desire, you may stay now. It allows me time to plan. I am no tyrant. You may stand whenever the map is unrolled. It allows me time to plan your next encounter. But do keep your hands off my possessions. A little late for that. Let's try this again. Oh well. Not really important to solve it yet. Soul. A proud wolf, a vicious contender. I need the mantis for the painting, but my character's so OP. Choice is yours. Get rid of that. And empower me. Caged Wolf is interesting to say the least because, well, a nascent raven is no less conniving in its incubation. The tragic wrecking, when their tangled bodies become corpses, you will gain 4 bones. so strange. Why can't I remember his name? I believe I've lost some of my memory in the flash. Yeah, that was an awful series. That was a bad joke. Oops, I'm a dumbass. Flighty elk. It moves after attacking. Okay. Boss battles are high stakes tests of your aptitude. With one flame, you will either overcome them or die. Fear not, I will let you keep the smoke. The incessant clink, clink, clinking reverberated between your ears. The path ahead was blocked by a grotesque figure. Yeah, prospector. Yeehaw! Prospector boss, yeah. What? I'm playing a game. Somebody bonus. There's gold in them cards. Gold. Mr. Gold. Give. And so, that's a win. Very well. Let me choose a rare card. Poor abandoned child does not die when sacrificed, but do you have the heart to try? The prudent Pratt never doubt the utility of a well-stocked pack. After the harrowing encounter with the prospector, you gathered yourself and continued onwards. Let me see. The air grew thick with with moisture. The buzzing and chirping of insects drowned out the sound of your footfalls. You beheld the wetlands. The crackling fire lit the starving faces of a group of survivors. Duffy once said, perhaps you Look, there's the third talking card somewhere around here. Personally, I hate the guy. Biggest killjoy ever, but he's the only one of us with a plan to get things back to normal. The elusive otter submerges itself during my turn. For more. skeleton pelts. Fish. Well, that's an easy one. Whistle the painkiller. Guess I didn't need to use that. You arrived at the inky black mouth of the cave. A strange beast lurked with it. It spoke, "Pass one of my trials and I will be yours," in a raspy voice. three creatures will be drawn from your deck. They will decide your success or failure. Spoke again, but first you will choose a trail. Trail of health, trail of power, or the trail of wisdom. I win. This king. Bones, the magical bones. Some nice little bones. Encountered a small outpost in the woods. It was the trader that the old trapper mentioned. Her appearance was unsettling, but you were mollified by her offerings. Do you mind if I examine these pelts of yours? Let's start with your hair pelts. Here's what I'll offer. You can trade one of these. Take your time. Is that a golden pelt? Magnificent. Lawn elk. Lawn elk is, of course, a reference to the cryptid long horse. These pelts are most excellent, my thanks. that. Okay. It's a trap. A most exquisite pelts. The first one's free. They would just fill my deck right now, so. A man stood before you, a man you recognized immediately. It was the trapper. You reached out to examine his wares. He stopped you. I'm sorry, but today you will supply the pelts. Fast, too soon. So yeah. I lose. Not much I could have done about it. You will make an exquisite pelt. Stay there. No need to move. I'm afraid you're not dead yet. Hold still. Where did I put my camera? No idea. Do you have any idea what that camera is capable of? Give me that. Oh, I know what it's capable of. You have a memento to create. Build your death card. So we begin to ink it. Let's capture your visage. Say cheese. Cheese. So we begin again. Not much for trading that last one. Are you prepared to make the right deals? I guess from the angler. See, he was still defeated recently and wishes to redeem himself. Be unfortunate if he were to fall to the prospector before he was given that chance. This hook is powerful. You can steal one of my cards with it. For that reason, you will not find any others along the path. Use it wisely. Oh, look, the stone and the stink bug look different. It looks like the lowly stink bug has made its way in, but is dealt, so it stands. No, you may not choose a specific beast. Instead, you must now decide a tribe you prefer. Bugs, wolves, or canines, or birds. Did you wish for something else? An ancient woman emerged from behind an oak tree. Yes. Oh, that's useful. Scrolls with 3 blood. The old woman bared her teeth in satisfaction. Your first totem was complete. Worthy sacrifice sigil will now be marked upon all your scroll creatures. Okay. You get this. I do relish snuffing out your excess candles before a boss. Perhaps you will enjoy it as much as I do. Now this goes here. And I get this. You finally pried my special dagger from the paws of that scroll. Though you may wish you hadn't. As to what that entails, well, I'd say this is a good place to stop for now, and next time, we'll see if we can get out of this damned cabin. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.